Creativity is everywhere. Some of the most noticeable glimpses of creativity can be found in paintings on the wall, the everyday music on the radio, or from a video of a choreographed dance team. Many believe creativity is only for those with talents in the arts. However, it is built into every person just waiting to be released. It is easy for many people to recognize creative ability in others, but some never see the potential they have for themselves. Paulo Coelho, an author and lyricist, once said, "Everybody has creative potential, and from the moment you can express this creative potential, you can start changing the world." So what is creativity? Many people define creativity differently. For instance, according to a U.S. study, Creativity in Education, Why It Matters, respondents were asked to define creativity in their own words, and 66% of them say they associate creative thinking with thinking outside of the box or the ability to come up with innovative ideas. Another example is when New York Times best-selling author Dr. Ken Robinson expresses creativity as the process of having original ideas that have value. In other words, creativity or creative thinking is able to utilize the part of your brain to help you overcome a specific task by whatever means you find necessary. It can be anything from problem solving how to create a schedule to figuring out how to create a piece of art according to your personal style and taste. For me personally, as an art major, I am presented with a new task every day that requires me to tap into the creative side of my mind. From drawings to creating a video for my writing class, creativity has helped me find new ways to overcome difficult tasks. For many, being creative is difficult, and that is not a surprise due to the education system we are accustomed to. Education is the foundation for anyone who has attended some sort of schooling in the past. It paves the path for our futures and where we want to go in life. All around the world, the education system upholds mathematics and languages at the top, followed by the humanities, with the arts being at the lower end of importance. The problem with this system is that it forces children from a young age to focus primarily on math and literacy, taking away the importance of being creative. Children contain tons of creativity, talent, and no fear in taking chances. However, the education system squanders their ideas and instills a fear of being wrong. Most programs are based on a right or wrong system of teaching, not allowing children to branch out and figure out their own method to accomplish their tasks. Dr. Ken Robinson states, "And now we're running national education systems where mistakes are the worst thing you can make, and the result is we're educating people out of their creative capacity." Now, to be clear, being wrong does not equal creativity, but in order to be original and come up with your own way of problem solving, you cannot be afraid to make mistakes and failures. Because of this, many talented and creative people are raised to believe that they are not. Referring back to the study, Creativity in Education, Why It Matters, contrary to popular belief, 68% of respondents believe creativity is a skill that can be learned. The study shows that among professionals, creativity and creative thinking deserve a bigger role in education. 91% agree there is more to preparing for success in school than learning the subjects, and 82% wish they had more exposure to creative thinking as students. This study also shows that 71% claim that creative thinking should be taught as a class like math or science. This helps students and people understand that there are applications that creative thinking can be used for in the real world. Intelligence is not based solely on knowing what is right and wrong. Intelligence is diverse, dynamic, and distinct. Nowadays, creative and innovative minds are harder to find, and this is why it is important to reteach children and adults how to think. So why is creative thinking so important outside of the arts and the typical applications of thought? Especially in college, this invaluable skill can help you look at problems and situations from a different perspective. This helps you not only break barriers and exceed past solutions, but to clear your mind in a way to surpass what appears to be the limitations to a particular problem. 96% of professionals overwhelmingly agree that creativity benefits the economy and is valuable to society. Also, an outstanding 85% of respondents agree that creative thinking is important for problem solving in their career. In fact, 57% of professionals believed creativity would be important to their career while they were in college, compared to the 78% who believe it is important to their career now. In order to be able to utilize one's creative thinking, they must begin or continue to increase that strength. It does not matter who you are, your creativity can always be improved. College is a great place to begin working on your creative skills. Just think about the last time you had to create a persuasive argument, draft a script for a video production that will be shown to several college administrators, or create a presentation for a classmate or coworkers. Each of these are examples where creative thinking can be used. In order to help stimulate creative thinking, there are 6 surprisingly simple strategies you can do. One option is to sleep. In fact, REM sleep cycle can increase creative abilities. Exercise is also a great way to boost brain stimulation and significantly helps within the next few hours after. One of my personal favorites is to let your mind wander a few times during the day to help generate new ideas. Learning or studying new, unfamiliar subjects can help find new perspectives on past struggles. Within reasoning, engaging in nerve-wracking situations that stimulate fear and frustration can trigger innovative thinking. Lastly, if you carry a notebook or journal, you can record fleeting thoughts. If there is anything to be taken away from this video, it is that when it comes to creative thinking, no matter who you are, there is always room for improvement. Creativity can be learned, maybe not completely from the traditional education system, but it can be achieved. Simple tips and tricks can help you improve greatly, and there will always be challenges ahead in the future that creative thinking can help you overcome.